today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Tennessee Titans.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment. And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us-against-the-world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory. This taken in at the goal line, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford. And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready. And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field. Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. Now a first down throw. Stafford over the middle, and it's incomplete. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away. 2nd and 10. Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game. And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 23 carries for an even 100 yards. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 19 carries, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Well, he's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing #1 in the NFL after wearing #9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The return is Reed. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Etienne on the toss right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Going for it, here's Etienne. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A give to Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 38, Stafford. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. He's to the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Najee Harris with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. That time a 6-play drive. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Line
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Titans. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Pat Freiermuth with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Ballantyne to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Lawrence on first down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start with 2 cities that evoke memories of the 1993 comeback, albeit with a different franchise this time around, but it's Houston and Buffalo. And it's the Texans who's got the lead in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. and they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Gabriel Davis, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Ballantyne to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Flushed out right, and he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Lawrence. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now a first down carry for Harris. Fights off the defender. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw complete to Freiermuth. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bolton in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Sanders' kick is good, and that's going to tie things at 20. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind?
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jamar Chase with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on second down. Stafford looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Henry Ruggs.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from leading this game. Important extra point up and through. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Ballantyne to return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll look to throw. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. On third down, here's Harris. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Tennessee...